Obviously, you can tell which one is a vein, right? Because of the color. So this is a vein, this is a vein. But let's go through this one right here, okay? We're going to start from the inside. Where my finger is right here, this is the lumen, right? So that's the lumen. The first layer, that cells that surrounds the lumen, is called the endothelium. Okay, so these here, even this here is the endothelium. Then we have this area here, which is gray. That is the subendothelium. After the subendothelium, we have this white layer here that comes all the way this way, right? That is the internal elastic lamina. Okay, so there are three things that makes up the intima. So if I point to this and I'm pointing to all three, I'm pointing to the intima, right? But if I'm pointing to just this alone, this will be the subendothelium. Pointing to this alone, it'll be the, you guys see this endothelium here? Sorry, my fault. Endothelium will be here. This gray part will be the subendothelium, and then this white part will be the internal elastic lamina. But if I point to all three of these, then what is this? This is called the intima. So the intima is made up of the endothelium, subendothelium, and internal elastic lamina. Right? Now continue on. This part that looks like muscle, all of this is the muscle. All of this is muscle. So this is the tunica media. Okay? Alright, the next layer, right, is on the outside. So we call it the external elastic lamina. This is the external elastic lamina, going all the way around here. And the last layer, of course, is the tunica externa, or the adventitia. And in this layer, we have these tiny blood vessels. These tiny blood vessels are called the vasa vasorum. Vasa vasorum. And that's on your list, okay? Vasa vasorum. So let's go over this one more time. So if I point to this, this is the endothelium. If I point to this, this is the subendothelium. If I point to this, is the internal elastic lamina. If I point to this, is the tunica media. If I point to this, is the tunica media, right? What about this one right here? External elastic lamina, and this is the tunica externa. Okay, so all this is the tunica externa, or adventitia, with the vasa vasorum. Now clearly you can see when we try to see the laminas and so forth within the vein, it's kind of different. But main things you have to know is the intima. And the intima, of course, is made up of these three things. We say it's made up of the endothelium, subendothelium, and the internal elastic lamina. You wouldn't see no external elastic lamina here. This layer is the tunica media, and the outermost layer, of course, is the externa, or the adventitia. Now let's compare these vessels, the vein and the artery. Do you see how thin the tunica media is? And do you see how thick the tunica media is? So this one definitely is the artery, and this one is the vein. Okay, you guys get that?
Yes.
Okay, another fundamental difference between the arteries and the veins is that the veins will have these, and these are valves. Okay, there's no valves within the arteries, only in the veins. Okay, that's all I have.